WSGC.
And good morning to you. It is 2 minutes after the 9 o'clock hour. It is time now for Community Spotlight. And this spotlight is where the spotlight should be. And it's on the stage of the Elbert Theater. And right now we bring in Encore Productions. We've got the directors here, and it's Gunnar Hartley and Tony King.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, guys. So are we co-directing?
Yes.
We're co-directors. And what is the title? What this production? What are we calling it?
It's called Kong's Night Out. K-O-N-G, Kong. Yes, that Kong.
Well, see, I've heard the only Kong I know of is King Kong.
Exactly.
We've got a
That's the
play
point.
about King Kong. This is going to be a pretty big footprint to follow.
Well, I'll let Gunnar give you the short
Synopsis.
and sweet of it because it's not exactly about Kong only.
Oh, Gunnar?
Yeah, so it's King Kong. I've been referring to it as King Kong adjacent, but it's like adjacent. Basically, it's a different perspective. It's like the story within a story of King Kong.
Yeah.
Specifically, when he gets back to New York before he starts going into the whole, kidnapping the actress and taking her to the Empire State Building. It's what is happening in the hotel room next door to when that event happens. So there's a lot of moments in the show, as if you're familiar with the movie, specifically the 1933 movie, there's a lot of moments where you'll be like, oh, okay, I see where they are now. But it is just a different perspective as the events that everyone is familiar with have happened. It's the other side of it, like what led up to that, who are some of these people, and it's just kind of filling in some of the connective tissue. So like I said, it's the story within the story, and I've always been a fan of that, just because sometimes it's nice to get a different perspective of something that someone is very familiar with.
You know, it's true, and there's more prequels than sequels now, it seems, So it's like what happened before the story instead of after the story. And so the dates for this, what are the dates?
It is coming out. We're a month away. Literally right now we're a month away. So it's going to be September the 19th through the 21st and the 26th through the 28th.
Awesome. So that's coming up soon.
Yes.
I mean, that is only, it's a month away.
Yep.
But your time to get your tickets is now.
Yeah.
And look, we always have awesome cast, and I always wonder, this is a little different type play. How do you find the right cast for a play like this?
Well, first of all, you talk about the show to everybody that you think might be interested so they know what it's about, especially
Plant a
one
seed.
like this.
Yes.
Because, you hear Kong's Night Out, you're like, well, okay, I kind of know what that's like, but I don't really know. So if it's not a title that people recognize immediately, say like, Footloose,
Yes.
then you need to explain it. So you try to talk about it, and then that gets people interested. And then usually the people that are interested in comedy are the ones that audition. And
Yeah.
we have an awesome cast. They are doing so well. And just this week, we have started taking their script away from them.
Oh, wow.
So-
Yes. Yeah.
So it's even another
Funnier.
level up of funny because now we can see their faces. They're not, buried in the books.
Yeah.
So their expressions are cracking each other up while they're talking on stage, and they're making us crack up, and it is going really, really well.
Awesome.
So the group that's performing is wonderful because we've got some oldies but goodies that have done tons of stuff with us, and then we've got some brand new folks to the Elbert Theater, but all of them are really, really good performers.
Well, and who do we have? Can we tell about the cast?
Oh, yeah.
Who you got?
Yes,
All right.
please.
And who is on the cast this time?
Gunnar, you want to talk about the men, and I'll talk about
Yeah, so the part of Myron Siegel, we'll say the lead, even though technically these characters all kind of come and go. It's an ensemble cast as opposed to just like a leading man, a leading woman. But Myron Siegel is played by Jeff Watley. He's one of the newcomers. He's doing fantastic. I was very happy to see him in auditions.
Yeah.
I always like working with new people because you never know. Sometimes people surprise you. And when he came in and he read for the part, I was like, okay, I can see this working. So we got him as Myron. Sig Higginbottom who is a Hungarian character, is
Who's absolutely ridiculous. You'll
He's-
love him.
played by Charlie Kidd, who is perfect for it.
All right, just y'all laughing. Now I want to be there. I want to be there.
I
Yes.
wish I could do his voice, but I
Yeah.
can't imitate the voice that he does. It's so funny.
Yeah, Charlie's doing fantastic. We got the character of
A
Denim.
boss.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's
You
right.
got
So
a
Little
boss.
Willie, Little Willie is played by Philip Hyatt, who I've worked with Philip a lot. When we were doing Play That Goes Wrong last year, I worked
He's
with Philip.
talented.
He
He
is
is
so
so
good.
He really is.
He is so good.
My son had him as a teacher, and is still one of his favorite teachers ever.
He's
So,
awesome.
Yes.
He is.
Jack Driscoll, who is played by Joshua Wright. Sorry. I've worked with him a couple of times. It's been a few years. He was when me and Tony did Clue a few years ago. He was in that one, and he's taking on a little bit of a bigger character this time around. But he's doing great too. Every single person in this show is doing good. And then the final guy that we have is Carl Denham, played by Robert Roach. And Carl Denham is Myron Siegel's lifelong rival.
Yes.
Those two are
arch
always,
rivals.
you know how it's not only a professional rivalry, it's kind of a personal one where it's like, okay, well, whatever you do, I'm going to do it better. It's a
Right.
constant series of one-upsmanship. And like I said, it's always funny, and some of the dialogue they have, it comes from the passive-aggressive nature.
Wow.
You just can't help but relate to that.
Because kind of the story within the story that Gunner's talking about, the basis for it is that Myron
Yeah.
is a Broadway producer, and he's kind of terrible at it.
Oh,
And,
great.
it's not even good.
He's had a really rough time about it, and Carl has so much success. Like, he has nothing but success.
Yeah.
And so he loves to rub that in his face, and it's kind of that contentious relationship.
Yes.
So
Wow.
that's kind of where the story comes from.
So that was the guys. What about the
Yes.
gals?
Yes, so we
Yes.
have some awesome ladies in this show. We have Adriana Watson, who is going to be playing Daisy, who is one of my favorite characters. She's so funny. she's kind of a caricature of
Yeah.
a character. She's supposed to be a Buffalonian, which means, she's kind of a little bit of a New York style hick kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
But she's not stupid. She's very smart.
Yeah.
And she comes into this city setting and kind of blows it all up. So she's doing a great job, Adriana is. Oh, actually, she's Adriana Tanner now, by the way. Since that cast list came out, she got married.
Okay.
So congratulations
Yeah,
to
congratulations.
her. Yes. And then we have the wonderful Paula McClure. She is playing Sally. Sally is Myron's mother, and Sally has lived a hot life. She has done it all, seen it all. And so her character is in the apartment the whole time. She doesn't really help Myron all that much. She kind of gives him a hard time about how he's making his decisions, but eventually she gets on board with his plan and helps him do what he's trying to do in the end.
And a side note, Sally is my favorite character in the show.
Sally is very funny. Her little comments that she makes.
We
You're
all
gonna
know,
love
we,
it.
we all
Wow.
know somebody who's like Sally.
Yes.
Maybe not
Wow.
lifestyle, but the way they hold themselves and what they're thinking, they say. We all know somebody like Sally.
Yes, and you're honestly, you know how a lot of times we say you want to come and see it twice. Her lines are probably the reason you want to come and see it twice, if nothing else, because you're going to be laughing so hard at the first thing she said, you're going to miss the next thing that she says. So it's great. It's great. She has
Wow.
a great script for that character. And then we have Lexi Partain returning to our stage, which I'm so excited about. She is playing Anne Farrow, who is the blonde actress that you remember from
That's
the
the
movies.
one from that. Yes.
Yes, that's the one that he
Yeah.
in the movies where he snatched her up and took her up the Empire State.
Yeah.
That's the character that she's playing. And it's not in this particular play. It's not that big of a role, but Lexi is killing it. She is
Yeah.
doing so well. Her
Is
facial.
she out of college now? Or no?
I think so.
Okay,
I'm not
all right.
positive, but I think so. She's been doing
She
some
has
shows
grown
around town
up.
again.
She's grown up. This is how long we've had an awesome theater, y'all. Because I remember her starting in the theater.
Oh, yeah, she
She's
was
kind of grown up through it.
itty bitty
so-
baby.
I
Yes.
made the comment to Tony whenever I was doing, as a senior in high school, she had just started coming through, the young kids camp.
Yeah.
And now we're both well
Yes.
into adulthood, and it's
Yeah.
just it's crazy to see, like, they still stick around with it, and they've improved over time. So it's kind of
I
crazy
think
to
it's
think about.
awesome, and it really shows just how we needed a theater, and just to show like how it's grown,
Yeah,
through time.
definitely.
So cool. And
And then we had one more lady I want to mention. Her name is Caitlin Coddington. This is her first time on stage with us, but she is very active in the Washington Little Theater.
yes,
And she and her boyfriend come to just about every single show we do at our theater. So I've seen her
Wow.
plenty, but this is the first time we're working with her. And she really kind of saved us because we had
Yeah.
another person playing that role and then they weren't able to do it. So she stepped in to help out, and she's been doing an awesome job too. I've been really impressed with her. So I hope she'll do more
Y'all,
with us.
I love this because we're bringing in Hart County, Wilkes County.
yeah.
I mean, all of our counties surrounding us, which really makes it more community involvement. So this is so cool. And comedy is number one in my book. So definitely we'll see this once, twice, maybe 3 times.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
maybe
should.
we'll keep coming. And this is going to be awesome. Y'all, it's Kong's Night Out. This is an encore production at Elbert Theater. It will be September 19th, 20th, 21st, and 26th, 27th, and 28th. And Tony, what is the best way to get your tickets?
Well, this show is reserved seating, so you'll want to definitely get them in advance. And you can do that by calling me at 706-213-3109, or you can buy them online. We have a link on our website where you can purchase those. We use a company called Big Tickets. So our website is elberttheater.org, and you'll find that Big Tickets link on there. And you can also email me, and we can reserve those for you, and you can just pick them up at the door if you want to do it that way. It'll save you some money because the advance tickets are $12 for adults and $9 for students or veterans and military. We also have that discount now. But if you wait and get them at the door, they are $17. So you're saving a good bit.
Oh yeah, you save a lot of money with advance tickets.
Yes.
So, and I've got to ask Tony. I know that you're involved in so much with theater, and then occasionally you'll see you in directing. So I want to find out about that. But first, I have to find out. Like Gunnar, did you choose to direct Kong's, or did Kong's Night Out choose you?
It's kind of a combination of both. Last year, me and Tony, we had talked the idea around about directing another show.
Yeah.
I don't know, and maybe Tony has a reason, and her reason is her own.
I'm scared.
But why me and her gravitate toward each other to direct stuff? Because this is our second show, and
Oh, wow.
it tends to
Yeah.
be more like in the farcical world. Because Clue was a farce, even though it was one that's based around something people are super familiar with, and well, here's another one. It's a farce. It's not a well-known name like Clue, but the idea of King Kong, everyone is familiar with King Kong. When she told me about the show, she had seen it. I had never heard of it. You can't find anything about this show online, by the way.
Yeah.
It just doesn't exist. So I read the script, loved it, realized, okay, this is right up my alley. So it was kind of a combination. I knew I was going to do a show. Tony really wanted to do this one, and I read it, and I was like, yep, we can do this, and we have our own little stamps of humor in there. Anyone who knows both of us can probably pick out a couple of them. But yeah, so it's just kind of happened. But I'm glad it did because I'm having a blast.
It is so fun.
Look, I can't wait. And just speaking of Clue, I didn't even realize this is y'all's second co-directing, but Clue was a good one too.
Man, that was
Clue
a great
was-
show.
It do you still have a Clue poster? I want to do my hallway idea because
Yeah.
it would be so
I'll be
so
glad
cool.
to get that for you.
Y'all, that was awesome. I actually thought somebody got hurt in Clue. I can't remember, but I remember that play, and I remember sitting there. When they hit the ground, I was like, "Oh my gosh!" It sounded like
Oh,
"Ba-doom."
I know which one. It
It
was
may have been
Avery.
Rebecca or Avery. Okay,
Was
yeah.
she at the door and she got
Yes,
shot?
yes,
Yep,
yes.
that's what it was.
And I heard and I said, "Oh, she's hurt."
She did a good job of
yeah.
playing dead, like the reaction.
Yeah.
That was really good.
But that was a good that was a good one. I mean, and but this is going to be a good one too. And every time I go to a play, you forget it's people just acting. I mean, they bring you in to the production. So folks, don't miss out on Kong's Night Out. If you're a big King Kong, because we don't see those movies happening now like that.
Not too much.
And
I
so-
had to go back and
rewatch.
When we
Yeah.
knew we were going to do this, I rewatched all of them, and I was texting Gunnar going, "Oh, I didn't know this happened. I didn't know about that either." And
Oh,
he's
my
like, "What's
goodness.
wrong with you? What's wrong with
You know, is it on Netflix? Is the King Kong on
I don't
Netflix?
remember where I
Okay.
found it, to be honest with you.
I guess I'll be Googling King Kong now and then awaiting the September 19th, 21st, and 26th, 27th, 28th. Well, hey, y'all, I know we're almost out of time, so before we do, anything else about the play?
I did want to mention this is probably not for your littles. This is more of a show for adults or, like teens and up. We do have a little bit of language in this show, so I always like to pre-warn people because some people are funny about that. But I did also want to say that it's not just gratuitous language for language's sake. It is for the jokes, and I think you'll really not mind it being in there. It's not throughout the entire thing. It's just a little bit, but I always want to make sure people are aware so they don't bring like a 5-year-old and then they go around saying the words they heard.
That's right.
But it's not something that you go, "Oh, they said that." It's like, "Oh my goodness, that's
It's
so
fun.
funny."
It's in comedic.
Yeah. So please don't let that be something that wards you off from it. I just kind of warn for the kids' sake.
Awesome.
But otherwise, please come. We are having the best time at rehearsals. The actor we mentioned before, Jeff, was just saying, and now we're laughing even more, like this week, because of their interaction with each other without their books in front of them. So it's just leveling up. Every time we go to rehearsal, it's leveling up, and I'm excited about it. Plus, there is... I have to say this because I'm in love with the set, but we're gonna have a really nice set. I'm happy about it. I'm excited about it, and plus there's a surprise.
Ooh.
So you don't want to miss the surprise. We're not going to tell you anything about that, so you have to come and see that part. But
Wow.
I'm excited about the physicality of what we've got on the stage too, not just the people.
Man, I'm already. You've got me even more like now. If Tony is in love with the set. Right, and y'all have already had awesome sets, so now it's like a whole nother level. I mean, of sets.
I don't know. I just like
You
it.
just like, all right, it's a good
I
fit.
think it's a good set. I really do. I'm a set person. Like, I like that detail in a show.
Well, that's part of that.
So-
It really gives that overall, like when those curtains open, that set is going to draw you in to.
Yes,
to
I
the
hope
play.
so.
And that's one of the things that I always say this to Tony anyway. But both of our styles of directing are different. She is very much a details in the set, in the environment, and all that. And so she takes what she said. This is what I want to do, and I'm like, well, let's do it. So and then I kind of take a more once the script is out of their hand, which this week and then for the next month. Like, what are you doing with your hands? How are you going to inflect on certain words? So we complement each other in different ways. But before we get done, I do want to make a couple of comments on some of the other people we just didn't mention. Bob Larson, who is our master carpenter, who built such a wonderful set, him with his crew of people, Luke Wilson, Robert Roach, and Steve Thompson. Josh James is acting as our sound tech. And we have a special credit here for Zach Jarrell for special effects engineer, and I'm just going to leave it there. There's no reason to dwell on that, but if you are curious, please come and see what we're cooking up, because it's been a labor of love across the board.
Look, this sounds awesome. I've got to say, of plays and interviews that we've done, y'all have left me hanging with what?
Yay!
I want to
Good.
see this. I mean,
Good.
so folks, if you're listening, put this down, and you know what? Make it a date night. Make it a time where you can get your significant other and head out for a great play. And guess what? It's in downtown Elberton, so you don't have to
right.
worry about traffic jams unless the light's red. I mean, you can get right in there. And y'all, we have wonderful restaurants. I just want to say these awesome plays. We've got so many great places to eat. Which include the Quarry Plates and Pours, which is just a walk over to the theater, Richard's Restaurant. There's just so many great places to go. So make this a date night. Make this in your calendar. Pull out that phone right now and put it down for September 19th, 21st, 26th, 27th, and 28th. And I'm ready.
Yeah, we are.
Let's do
too.
this.
Well, almost.
Let's
But
do this.
We're on the way to be ready.
That's it.
We're not quite there, but we're very
Well,
close.
we're not ready. Yeah, also.
We're
Yeah.
like,
We will be.
80%.
We're working on it. We're working on it. Hey, this has been awesome, and thanks so much to Gunnar Hartley. Thank you for taking time. Tony King, thank y'all for taking time to come out today for Community Spotlight.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Awesome. Hey, folks, you can check out this interview on YouTube as Jazz will be posting it, so you can watch it anytime or share it with someone. Just go to YouTube, search for WSGC Radio, and the title will be Elbert Theater. And, Jazz, if you want to put Kong's Night Out on there. Thank you so much. All right, folks, stay tuned. We've got more country favorites. And, what's your country song? That's a question we ask. Will Thomas Rhett ask it in this one? Here is